Welcome to yet, not even welcome to yet, welcome to the very first episode of Mr. Vamos Dissect 2026. It's been a minute since we're on the show. We've been learning very many things. We've been looking at very many disappointments. But yeah, what a time to start the year. Yeah?
You had to talk about the disappointments early, but
We had to talk about them. So with me on set, I have Luke Lwanga, who will of course introduce himself. I think you can introduce yourself to the viewers and then we...
Hi everyone, my name is Luke Lwanga. Marcos League's MVP, as Vamos calls me. A humble lad, an Arsenal fan. A calm one at that, not the usual ones that you guys know.
Uh-huh.
I'm very happy to be here with Mr. Vamos Dissect.
Sure. So yeah, I thought he was going to say Joker is #1 fan in Uganda and Kenya Stasele, but
I'm not that dramatic.
Seems the man is still grieving. So yeah, for those of you who are new here, please don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit us up with those comments so that we can see how to... You never know, there's some things that you guys want to say and you don't really have the chance to say them and you can't say them. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about, first and foremost, the Champions League. Too much drama on Wednesday. Too many messages about people buying cards, people going to car bonds.
I was among. All I can say, I was among those people.
Did you reach Ginger Road or you stopped in Chanja Komamboga?
The Indian made sure my heart broke very much because I reached Spear Motors, the lights.
Hey,
I was there.
You were there?
I even got Wamba Muno's contact.
Are you serious?
Great. It was bloody. Let's talk about that Juve. 0-0, you guy.
So now,
were you a victim as well? The way you're shaking your head.
I won't say I was a victim per se, but then I have a cousin of mine who texted me and is like, you know, everyone kept saying there's a game that will end 0-0. I have a cousin of mine who texted me and is like, that Juventus game will end 0-0. I told the guy, Juventus has been on form. Juventus beat Roma the other day 3-0. Not Roma, either Roma or Napoli. Must have beaten Napoli 3-0 convincingly. And so you know they've been winning games recently. Jonathan David has been on form. So I was like, okay. And now Monaco is in its own things.
Yeah.
Both Pogba got injured again. Ansu Fati got injured again. Minamino injured all the time. So
I thought it was going to be a wash.
So I thought they were going to wash them at least too. Mama. 0-0.
The Bet Power CEO must have laughed at me saying it's going to be over 1.5. Over 1.5, you guy. I had over 30 tickets with
Are you serious?
Over 1.5.
Are you serious? How do you put all your eggs in one basket?
I was sure.
You were sure?
You know, having on those 30 tickets, I had like 18 tickets.
Hey.
With 17 out of 18 waiting for that
Juve.
But Monaco over 1.
But you forget there was Atlanta and Union Guyon.
That one was Kawa. 1x.
Ended 1-0. Hey, 1x for Union.
No, the other one 2x.
But Atlanta lost the game. Union beat Atlanta 1-0. So I'm sure if you check your thing again properly. And now, interestingly, I think the game between Benfica and Real Madrid. Now that game was a two-way. Benfica, Real Madrid, they're already playing their game. And then there was Marseille and Club Brugge.
Yeah.
I went on a TikTok live the other day and I assured guys how Olympic Marseille was going to wash Club Brugge. The good thing they're not recording the live. But Benfica is playing these ends, Club Brugge is playing those ends. Club Brugge scores Marseille 2 goals, mango. I'm like, are you serious?
Quick.
2, quick, 1-2. I'm like, okay. This ends Benfica. I think Real Madrid in Madrid score first.
No, I think Benfica scored.
Benfica must have scored first. Mbappe put in his goals. At least I called those Mbappe goals. And now the other game ended over 3-0 Club Brugge. And either 3 or 2. And now the Marseille guys were there. You know, I think now we've qualified. Mama.
Keeper Jayava. I remember I just finished watching the Arsenal game. So I tune into the main broadcaster and they're still showing the Madrid game. They
Hey.
had just given Rodrigo a red card.
Hey.
I'm like, wait, there's drama this ends. So
Hey.
I see the free kick from where that free kick was taken. I see Mourinho telling the keeper, you go, you go,
Hey.
you go. I'm like, this game may have borrowed some of Arteta's set piece maniacs.
Hey.
Told him, you go, you go. So this boy delivers the ball.
Hey.
And the keeper was unmarked. It was a lovely free header. And Courtois was beaten.
There's nothing Courtois was going to do that day.
I got goosebumps at that moment. I'm like, what have these boys just done to us? What have these boys just done to us?
And now, interestingly, very many of us had called the Madrid win sure because Benfica. And now, interestingly, Benfica has not lost this season in that Portugal thing.
Really?
I doubt.
Mourinho
has not lost a game since he went back to Benfica there. But now, of course, now in Champions League, you probably don't think that the dynamics from Portugal and here are going
to match.
But immediately that guy dives and does that header like, sir. I think those Marseille guys, I noticed those players also be checking on like phones to follow updates.
So they were
waiting for their fate.
They follow up.
The guys check. The guys are out.
But you know that heartbreak from a keeper's header?
It reminds me of in like senior 2, Man U and Man City, that time when Aguero scored in the 90th plus. You know, we already cashed in, we're waiting to celebrate. We won 1-0, but we had beaten over who? I don't remember. We won 1-0, waiting to celebrate.
Aguero!
We just say, Aguero! We're like, what's going on here? That was opening day of the term. That time, I'm sure didn't go well. It didn't. Remember, we just bought radios. They in the where we were just checked in.
In the boys.
We were just checked in. We'd check in, come to school early, go to the trading center, buy a car radio.
Set up.
There. Wait. Because by like 5 p.m. first we were waiting.
These boys have been in the entertainment business for too long.
So now, another game in the Champions League. Atletico Madrid. Bodo Glimt. Bodo Glimt beat Man City convincingly.
Hands down.
There was no these ones were not there. No. They beat Man City convincingly. And now when you check Bodo Glimt's track record, they don't lose at home. But this time they went to Atletico. Away. Wanda Metropolitan, where those guys are also hot. Atletico scores mangu. Like, okay.
You think it's like a 1-0, it's going to...
Those who Bodo Glimt boys.
Equalize and they
equalize and they win. And they win the game. Because that game ended 2-1. I woke up in the morning.
Be the shockers of the season. Really. They were the underdogs throughout the entire Champions League. No Champions League win, and then the last 2 game weeks
they beat 2 big. But now I just want you to walk me through this. You know, when you check the top 8 in the Champions League, we have 5 Premier League sides.
Yeah.
And now for me, the side that plays me the most is Spurs. Spurs, they want to chase their manager. And there's that guy on Twitter, a Spurs guy who
keeps... black guy?
I don't know his name. He keeps posting these players are injured. He posts like the whole team that they're injured. When you reach match days, Romero is scoring.
Yeah.
Van der Ven is scoring. But that guy tells you that all these guys are injured.
Over his
Kolomwani is injured.
He must be there.
Solanke is injured. I'm like, you guys.
He must be there, Balam. Just confuse the population.
But I just want to understand, what do you think is it about the Premier League and other leagues? Because it's really levels for like the league to send 5 teams.
And they all go
and they qualify without
the playoffs, without having to... Sorry, they qualify for the round of 16 without having... Is it round of 32?
Must be for them. They go round of 16. I think.
Oh yeah. Straight round of 16.
What do you think?
I think now I keep telling guys the Premier League is different gravy. Like the tactics these boys employ in the Premier League every match week shows you how different they are. When you remember the Atletico Arsenal game, like Atletico boys thought their level of parking the bus is where Arsenal was at. Like they would handle Arsenal. These guys conceded 4 goals in 10 minutes. And they were humbled. Like it could have been worse,
by the way.
And then when you see Arsenal play guys in the Champions League, they're humbling these guys. The opponent is open and willing to play because they think, we have to impress. It's a Champions League. Come back to the Premier League. These boys don't want to know. They're like, we shall sit back pass that ball between Odegaard, Saka, and
Hey,
Timber. Do your things. We are not leaving this place. When you're playing such an opponent, you know ball. Like when you find an opponent that gives you space to express yourself, you're going to do wonders. When you find an opponent that reads every style that you have in the book, they're going to close you up. So the Premier League doesn't give you the leeway to express yourself. Everyone wants those 3 points the entire season. Like they're like, it's not knockout. That if I sit back, I may probably go out of like extra time or penalties. The Premier League, everyone is fighting for those 3 points. Nottingham Forest was among the last guys. Like it was, I think, 17th or 16th the time we played it.
That Nottingham Forest.
That draw hurt like a loss. Like these are guys struggling in relegation and they want the points. Are like, it's Kawhi, you're Arsenal, you're number one. We don't want to know, bro. We are taking those 2 points away from you and we're taking the one. True. So Premier League is very different, Greg. Very different. Champions League guys, I don't think can handle. And don't be shocked if all of the Premier League teams go past the last 16 and enter last 8 as well.
That's a possibility as long as they don't pair them together. Because if they pair them together, of course.
And that's where they'll meet at the last 8. But right now, at last 16, they can't meet because they all. Sure. Yeah.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
So now, straight to where the drama is.
Straight up.
Biggest league in Europe, the English Premier League.
Yeah.
Start with title favorites, Arsenal. Title favorites, Arsenal. Drop very crucial points. You know, Arsenal are checking a statistic the other day. Yeah. Arsenal, who is number 1 on the table, have the same points in the last 3 games like Wolves, which is number 20 on that table. 2 points in 3 games.
That's the Premier League, my guy.
That's what shows you that the Premier League doesn't know these things. It
doesn't want to know. That's what I was telling you earlier.
So, Arsenal plays Nottingham Forest in a game where Man U has beaten Man City. So now this is advantage Arsenal.
Aston Villa also dropped points.
Aston Villa dropped.
Everton beat it.
Liverpool, what did Liverpool do that day?
Liverpool lost the previous day, I think.
Liverpool is not really in there. It's not really in that equation one of these days. Because the way they're playing, I don't really think.
Liverpool is competing with Man U for that Champions League spot, but Kawa.
So, Arsenal drops points at Nottingham Forest. Well, like, okay, Kawa, I was very disappointed in how they played. They come to Man United. Well, there's like, Man United has not beaten Arsenal at the Emirates in 8 years.
Yeah, that's true.
And from all I can remember is that Man U and Arsenal games have been going one way. Always look at the Arsenal way. And whenever Arsenal scores first in that game, it's a done.
Yeah.
There's no coming out of there. Remember the Granit Xhaka, those Odegaard goals. You can't come back from that. So, Arsenal, Man United, I don't know where Arsenal loses it from. But for me, I think it gets lost from after that Zubimendi mistake.
That era.
After the mistake, everything changed. The game just changed like flipped. This.
You know.
And then Arteta made 4 substitutions. Now for me that's where I cancelled him from.
You play football. You know these things. You'll come, you have a sure. You even score the sure first. Yeah. And then you yourself as a player, you make a mistake that leads to a goal. Okay, you're a striker, it may not hurt you that much, but if you put yourself in a defender's shoes or a midfielder, let's say they give out the ball like Zubi did. It takes a lot of mental strength to come back from such a thing.
Correct.
That this is a game we had in control and we flipped it. And now the tricky thing was Man U's individual brilliance was out of this world. I am giving kudos to those Man U forwards. Their individual brilliance is out of this world. Like, I looked and I was like, okay, wow, these goals, you cannot say Carrick's tactics were the best.
I know. It came down, I think, to brilliance.
It came down to individual brilliance, and I think there was one tactic Carrick must have looked out in that entire week. They had to look at Arsenal's videos and tactics. When you see the goals they scored, they always made sure that if they stole the ball from the midfield,
Mm.
just put that ball behind Rice and Zubimendi.
Hey,
Once you do that, just shoot at goal. Like, make sure your shot
you
is
take
too
your
good
shot properly.
and it's on
thorough.
goal.
Hey,
Those 2 goals from Dogu and
the
Cunha,
Cunha one, yeah.
all those balls were dropped right behind, not like through,
Hey.
like just drop those balls behind Zubi.
Mm.
I think it was the first Dogu goal. The ball passed right behind Zubi.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The last
yeah,
Bruno.
yeah.
I
That
think they
flick,
did him like a triangle for like
yeah,
some time, and then
flicked it right behind
and
him.
he.
When Dogu reached, he
You
was
know,
like,
interestingly, Dogu, when the ball does the first bounce,
yeah,
he has a chance to glance at the
at
goal.
the goal.
So he knows. You know, interestingly, you see, even when it's your weaker foot and the
Yeah.
ball has like a bounce,
Yeah.
it's easy for you to strike it
Yeah.
perfectly.
Like he just
Because
swing
that
through
bounce
it.
gives you. So he looks at the goal.
Like
By
I
then,
can see.
Zubimendi is putting up his hand. Imbo
Yeah.
handball.
Uh-huh.
Now that's the
And
thing
now
that
it's right behind him.
exactly
Like
can't do anything.
Saliba and Gabriel are all like, Zubi, what have you done? You're not covering us.
Hey,
So this man strikes through the ball. Raya is beaten.
there's no way I was going to see that thing.
Second goal, they still do that same triangle, but on Rice and Merino.
Hey, Merino, yeah.
They drop the ball behind.
And Merino
Rice.
was left on the ground by
Yeah.
that, I remember.
Yeah, they stole it from Merino, did Rice a dirty, dropped the ball behind him.
Hey,
Cunha had all the space in the world to look at that goal and know I'm going to finesse that ball right. I was watching the game with like 3 of my Man U fans friends, and once I saw that, I told them, Cunha, shoot.
he can't, you know.
Like I just said, Cunha, shoot, and then he shoots and it's in. Okay,
And
these
you know,
guys undressed in front of me, but they came back and said, man, how did you know he was going to shoot and he was going to enter? So,
and now, you know, interestingly, during the week I saw Cunha's former coach at Wolves.
What
was his name again? I don't remember his name.
Which one?
The guy that was sacked. Gary's, I don't remember his name.
Oh.
Now that guy, you know, those guys usually have those boards.
Yeah.
That guy said that when Cunha is out of the box, he's the best shooter of the ball into the goal.
Yeah.
He likes to use a defender as a decoy.
Yeah, because he passed that, he bent
that ball over behind Gabriel.
Yeah.
And now, interestingly, Shesko also plays. Who was that defender on the right? Saliba.
Yeah.
Sesko
but
looks like
he first took Gabriel away, and then Gabriel came back.
Yeah. Because now, if he doesn't take him away, Gabriel probably reads the block.
Yeah.
But now I look into that game and I'm like, but me somehow I believe, just like you said, after the mistakes have happened and the coach's substitutions, somehow I believe like the pressure was also
shifted,
just like you said, even before. Arsenal knows that this is our Mucheri. Yeah? There's an Arsenal guy who says this is our Shua. Yeah. So somehow you're too confident, but then now the pressure rises.
Now you make that mistake in a state of overconfidence. When you make such a mistake, it just drops down.
Correct.
Like it just drops down, and getting it back up is not easy.
Right.
Yeah.
So away from that one, Arsenal can go back 7 points clear today.
Yeah, that's true.
Facing Leeds.
Yeah, away.
Facing Leeds. Leeds is at home, yeah?
Yeah.
Has Leeds lost at home?
I think they have.
They must have lost, I think, but they've not really been losing. And they've been racking up points recently.
Yeah, and then they were on form. I was watching last week's game. I think they were playing there.
Game ended over 1-1.
Yeah, but
on like Monday.
Their front player was linking up very well.
That's Calvert-Lewin, Aronson.
Yeah.
And like a third guy there.
There's some guy there. But their front guys were linking up very well.
And now, because now Arsenal is playing Leeds. Well, me, I don't even want to overthink on this Arsenal game against Leeds because I think Arsenal washes Leeds for me. But the only problem I have with Arsenal is one. When they drop points in this manner, like they've done in seasons before, getting back to win games,
it's actually been a smooth ride because the last time, I think there was that time we was chasing City, and then we dropped points, and then we dropped points against Aston Villa, and then we went to win all our games till the end of the season. But just that Aston Villa dropping of points cost us the title.
I know by then City has already begun.
Yeah, because City went on the same run, but since they were ahead, like
there's no way they were going to.
Yeah, we still won all our games, but it still didn't happen for us. So I hope that these boys can pick up form and go on to that streak again.
So me, just to ask you,
Yeah.
we've been having like this whole Jokeres conversation for a very long time.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think he's a bad player. I don't think he's a bad striker. But again, I still believe that the team he's playing in will not give him that liberty. I saw the game against that team you were playing during
Kairat. Yeah.
that pass that Havertz did for Jokeres in that game. He's not gotten that pass in
From
the
Odegaard.
league at all.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and now, if you're to check the game, the goals he was scoring at Sporting, or even any other striker,
It's
you
always
see, I was
those
seeing, I saw
runnings.
Haaland against, who are they playing again? Haaland against Galatasaray.
Yeah.
Dogu put in a defense-leading pass from halfway line.
Really?
Yes, Doku.
Yeah.
A person who does not really do those things.
Yeah.
He sent Haaland through on goal, and Haaland is also fast.
Yeah.
But by the time the striker gets ahead of the defender, it's a done.
Yeah.
This is Doku, who is a winger.
Having
Get
that
me-
creativity too.
Get me Odegaard. Me and Odegaard right now, you can't convince me. I don't have any conversation with him because I've watched Odegaard before he got injured. There's a game where Jokeres made a run.
Yeah.
He made a run. He went to the left. Odegaard continued running with the ball. He's like, okay, maybe he has seen the angle is not good. Jokeres went on the right
And
again.
he still refused.
Odegaard got that ball and sent it to Martinelli
On the other side.
on the wing, and then Martinelli also ran back that side, come back. Now the striker, because it's frustrating when you're playing strike and you make a run and
and they don't
you.
give you. Yeah.
But then after they begin to give you a ball, you don't want. But now, me, I'm thinking, I don't know what you think. Do you think, because now the way this Arsenal team is for the past 3 seasons, Havertz was somehow playing as a false 9 there, and he was scoring goals.
Yeah.
Because that's how Arsenal has been over the years. Telling someone the only realistic striker I remember that Arsenal had, Bergkamp, Van Persie, maybe Giroud, as a striker, number 9.
Yeah.
I don't remember any other person there. All the times they were, because even if we talk about Thierry Henry, he was coming
He
from.
was coming from the left wing.
So I don't know. Do you think it's just an Arsenal thing of not playing a striker? Do you think these guys are not feeding the guy? Do you think Eze needs to be unlocked? Because me, in my view, I think he needs to be unlocked. He's the only player who can take a risk.
Yeah, that's
that
true.
Arsenal
That's very, very true. That's very
Odegaard
true.
will never take a risk. He's going to recycle Martinelli, Saka.
Saka, Timber. He has a union with Timber.
So
and
what
Saka.
do you think should
Okay.
probably change if you're probably going to the
thing
Leeds
is-
game?
The thing is, like I told you earlier, Premier League is different gravy.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's correct.
The way these boys set up is to make sure the guns you have are nullified.
Mm,
You'll see when they're playing Manchester United, they'll try to take out Bruno.
mm,
Yeah. Like
correct.
they look for all ways they can nullify all the assets you have against them, from the smallest of the teams to the biggest of teams. Yeah. So these guys obviously know once you set Jokeres on a run in, it's going to harm you.
Mm,
What do these guys do? They'll put a defender on him and a defender right behind him, plus assistance from either the left back or right back,
mm,
plus a midfielder dropping behind. So Arteta loves playing it safe. Those boys only make attempts for those run-ins on counters that are shady. Saka can't make a run-in, like he can't create such a pass.
true.
When he has attempted, it's been very poor.
Mm,
When Odegaard has the chance, I also have issues with Odegaard on that particular issue. Like
I don't know why.
that decision making of releasing Jokeres when we have such space, because we do not get such space often.
You don't get it a lot, yeah.
So I don't know how they're going to work on it as a team. Like I see their training clips and that's what they usually be working on, but I have not yet seen it happen on game day, apart from the Champions League. Like Champions League is the one going to avail you that space.
Correct.
The Premier League guys, they are like, no, hell no, we can't give you that space. So I think it's a thing of trying to get a guy who can make the perfect risk. Like a guy who will take the risk and it pays off. Like there will be those guys that will take the risks and it won't pay off. It will come to harm you.
Hey.
Get a guy who can make the risk that pays off.
Correct.
Because when you look at Eze's running balls this season, like the loop through balls,
Mm.
the through balls he's making, his risks are paying off. Like
Correct.
from that Martinelli goal against Man City,
There was also
that
Martinelli goal in
in the
Champions League.
Champions League to there's another one he made again in Champions League. Like I think it was the previous game, the previous Champions League game against Inter. Yeah, against Inter. He did what Odegaard couldn't risk doing. Passed the ball through three midfielders, and he passed it to, I think it was Gyökeres who set it up for Timber. No, it wasn't Gyökeres. Set it up for Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel passed it to Timber, who shot badly, and
then Gabriel, yeah,
finished.
I saw that goal.
So
yeah.
it's Eze that is supposed to unlock this team, and I think that's what Arteta is working on behind closed doors. Like even not giving him game time. As citizens will be thinking, man, Sadio Wamugula,
Hey, you're not playing him, eh?
But those guys put in a lot. A guy will bench you just to make sure you watch what he wants you to do. Like these guys put in serious time. They're not like
they're
us.
not like us.
Us, it's
as
just
vibes, to move
man.
out.
Yeah? What do you mean? I have to sit in a class and watch my Saturday opponent's previous 5 games.
Hey.
Do you know what it means getting an African player? I think this is why African players also fail on pro. Like you get this guy and tell him now we're going to have to watch our opponent's previous 5 games and analyze them. I'm like, bro, man, all I want is give me
I want to play. I think now you bring a good point. I think that's why Africans, I'm just want to use the Ugandan thing.
Yeah,
so I think that's why
Ugandan
players don't really work when they go there because
they don't.
I've heard stories. Person reaches abroad,
and the thing is, just
guys are going to the gym. The guy is like, when are we playing?
He's like,
telling the guy, don't eat this, don't eat maybe this when we're going for game days. The guy is like, I want to eat this.
It's very tricky. Like
that's where I think we lose it from.
It's very tricky for like it's going to be very hard for us to get a player into the Premier League. Like Uganda as a country, it's going to be very hard. So these are the things that I think Arteta is working in behind closed doors. I hope they come to full completion to help us in this title run because.
But you know, for us right now, it's a now or never now, both for Arteta and for the team.
I really don't think so.
Do you know why I'm saying that?
Yeah.
Because as much as the board and all those guys have watched Arteta start from the bottom and bring a team that has gotten second 2 seasons in a row. Two. Like you've been 2 seasons.
I think like
you're number 2.
3 to 4.
All those seasons when you're coming short by small things. Before it used to be because of there was not very many players that they had.
Yeah.
And now you've brought in all these players. So you can now compete. Back in the day, Saliba gets injured. We have sent you guys away. The season has gone.
Yeah.
And now you're going to bring in Mosquera. He'll cook.
Nkapie
will cook.
Ben White and Timber can also play centre back.
So, but right now I'm thinking, Arteta now, all the Arsenal fans in the world believe this is the season.
That's true.
Even me, who had never believed that, I believe this is the season for Arsenal. It's not good for me to say this right now.
Yeah.
But this is the season. All the odds look like they're in their favor.
That's very true.
That's why I said, if they do not go on to win it this season, even Arteta himself will just throw in the towel. I'm pretty sure.
I really don't think.
So, the quick one. Arsenal leads. Let's start from there. Prediction. Just that one.
Man, you guys jinxed me last time.
No, we didn't jinx you. You jinxed yourself.
Yeah, that's the podcast jinxed me last time.
You jinxed yourself.
I don't want to.
Okay, don't give us a score. Don't give us a score.
I'll obviously say an Arsenal win. I'll say an Arsenal win.
Okay.
An Arsenal win. City, Tottenham tomorrow. We've looked at these Tottenham boys when Arsenal needed them the most. Well, I can't forgive those Spurs boys. You know, on a normal day, Man City is Spurs' beat. Like,
true. Spurs beats those guys
always. Like
the time.
The day we needed them to beat Man City, they started well. But take away Mbeda, City goes ahead and is leading by 1 goal. Son gets
that's the time Johnston. That's the time Ake Blacks, Ake Wakanji.
Yeah.
And Son never misses that. Never misses from there.
He always never missed from there. he sees Ederson in goal.
It was actually, was it Ederson or more? It must have been Ortega. I don't know.
I don't know. One of those keepers. You guys. I was watching that game. I was like, bro, this is a goal. 1-1. Like,
Hey.
it was going to be a draw.
Hey, true. Advantage Arsenal then.
This man them passes the ball to the keeper. I'm like, bro, these guys will have beef.
Hey, it's
So
Sarah.
tomorrow I don't really expect, because their fans, Spurs fans are already celebrating their loss already.
Are you serious?
They're not anticipating.
Hey.
They are celebrating their loss already.
Are you serious?
So I don't expect.
So you don't expect anything from them.
They may even give Semenyo a hat trick.
Are you serious?
For real?
I think your fear, Ali.
No, these are the vibes these guys are.
But honestly speaking, Spurs in the Premier League is not a team that you're going to send to do God's work, and they do it these days.
They will always try to do God's work when they are playing you instead. That's a dramatic thing, because now we have them away. I think in pre-game weeks time, at their stadium.
So now you're giving Man City a win there.
I'm giving Man City a win.
Let's go to other guys that are chasing you.
Aston Villa.
Who is Aston Villa playing again?
Aston Villa is playing.
Aston Villa, I don't really remember who they are playing. But Aston Villa, like I said, I don't think Emery and all those players that he's bought are going to. Well, I see they've made signings, they're trying to bolster the squad again.
Yeah.
Douglas Luiz is back.
That guy has shifted.
But I think he was not supposed to leave Aston Villa in the first place.
No, there was that excitement. I remember that time he left for Juve. Arsenal also wanted him. So
Arsenal move was going to be good for him in that time, I believe.
Yeah, but then I think they were like, no, and he wanted to leave at that time. You know players, man.
And he was at the peak. He was hot in the moment.
Yeah, like I'm at my peak. Like, okay, you're Aston Villa, let me go. Like all these big teams are like running after me. Like, okay, let me go. And they were like, you can't go to Arsenal. It was like, well, let me get another move. So Juve came.
And that time he was dating one of the famous footballers. There's a chick called Alicia Lehmann.
Lehmann.
So they both went to Juve. But interestingly, I saw those guys actually broke up because the controversies, first of all, from the guys earn more money than chicks.
Yeah.
That's how it is. And then also now for Luiz, things were not moving well. Luiz, I don't think he even started 5 games at Juve.
I don't think. I think he must have found different grave with the other side, man.
And then so their relationship kind of hit the rocks and all that. And now all those relationship things also.
Man, dating women in the same field, man.
The same thing with Alphonso Davies and that PSG chick. Stuff also. So Aston Villa won't really. Now Man U Fulham. So one of my Arsenal guys posted Man U on his status yesterday. And guys like, Cunha Bruno. Guys,
you guys have even started recruiting Arsenal fans.
I don't know. But no, the video he was doing was he put that sound in a Fulham video. Fulham is cooking. It's almost like now. It will be Smith Rowe, Jimenez goal. And now he put in that Cunha Bruno sound. But Inga is cooking for Fulham.
So what do you guys think? Are you guys gonna make it?
I don't know. I think the Man U game against Fulham is even tighter than Man City and Arsenal.
Yeah,
Reason being is because it looks like an easier one.
Yeah.
But this is a Fulham side, like I said, you don't want to play teams like Fulham, Brentford, Brighton.
No. Right now,
at a time when you're trying to organize yourself.
And then also those teams you've mentioned now feel like they are it. And they're all in top 10.
I presume Sunderland's one which is too strong. Wait. There is Brentford. There is Brighton. I said Brighton, Brentford. Fulham must be in the top 10, I'm sure.
So they are pumping up. These teams are pumping up.
Now they want Europa, Conference League and all that.
They want to participate.
So, man, what do I think? That team is going to be tight for Carrick. Also because now Dogu got injured. So, it changes how he's been. Now Carrick, those are the coaches that will play the same starting lineup.
Yeah.
Until the players.
Yeah. Till the players give up. And then also, we always talk about new manager bounce, but it's actually not new manager bounce. When you guys were going to play Man City, Pep said, I think he said, it was a quote. Pep said, he doesn't know what is coming for him, so he's going to tell the players to just go and play because it's a new coach, man. He doesn't know which tactics this man them uses, and as we talked about these guys and analyzing, like if I have nothing against you, like if I have nothing to use against you, I don't know how you're playing. I'm also unarmed, like you've rendered me weaponless. So that was what happened to Pep. And you guys lay him down. Same thing for us. We didn't know what you guys were going to play. Yeah? And then you guys knew how to hurt us.
Correct.
You get the ball behind those midfielders of yours. Take your shots. You guys did exactly that. You got the result. So now I think those teams have more time than you guys now.
Correct.
So I'm very sure they've analyzed Carrick in all his stunts as a coach.
And his substitutions, I think he has good substitutions. Okay, not even good. He just knows who to bring. Yeah, because I'm thinking in the Arsenal game, Amorim was still in charge. In the 60th minute there, we're 2-1 up. He'd remove Maguire.
I know Amorim had a thing with his defenders.
And bring in Aiden Heaven.
Yeah. He would never keep a
remove Casemiro and bring Ugarte quickly there.
Yeah, so Carrick is good with a subs, so that's a positive for him. But these teams analyze you, guy. Let me tell your predictions on your Man U game.
The Man U game, last game against Fulham ended 1-1. Bruno Fernandes kicked that pen up to the Bermuda Triangle.
A legend.
Kicked that pen. I think those AFCON guys received that ball before AFCON started. But about my prediction for that game, I'm still rooting Carrick. 2-1. Won't be easy.
Both teams to score.
We don't really keep clean sheets like that, but 2-1 Man United.
Yeah.
Brian Mbeumo goal again. I called the Brian Mbeumo goal last time and guys were like, hey.
Where you have your gods, because the way it was handled.
Brian Mbeumo. Brian Mbeumo goal definitely there. Bruno Fernandes penalty.
You see a penalty. Kawa, you think Nathaniel Bassey is going to do something?
That Calvin Bassey guy is not telling us nada. Fresh from AFCON, they were shouting with Chukwueze, but he's not going to tell us anything.
Good luck.
So back to you while we wind up.
Yeah.
Last thing we're going to do, Arsenal's next 5 games.
Yeah.
Man City's next 5 games. How many points do you think you pick from there? In fact, not how many points. I want you to see, do you think it's a win? It's a loss? But one thing I know is that in all these games that we're going for, the result in one game impacts another.
Yeah, that's true.
So now let me start with Man City, because our Arsenal, you'll probably have direct things to say.
Yeah.
Man City, starting with Tottenham, Spurs. You say the Man City win.
Man City win.
After Spurs, they have Liverpool.
We always know how Man City Liverpool games go. I think we'll go Liverpool's way. I think Liverpool is even home. Liverpool must be home, so
Liverpool win. After Liverpool, I think they have a Fulham.
Yeah, they have Fulham. Fulham is tricky.
Those games are normally high scoring.
Yeah, Fulham is tricky. I'll go for I think a Man City win or a draw.
After Fulham, they have, I think, Newcastle. I don't know if Bruno Guimaraes should be back by then, but that team can't play sports without that guy.
They can't.
They cannot. He's their top scorer. He has the most assists.
They'll just participate. Even his defensive work rate is crazy. So I think they'll just participate.
The participation.
Yeah.
So that's a win for
Man City.
So you're saying Man City.
Plus one.
Man City, that's about 2 wins.
2 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw.
2 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw.
Yeah.
Interesting. We get to Arsenal. Arsenal Leeds, you already said an Arsenal win.
Arsenal win.
After Leeds, Sunderland.
Sunderland is at my home. I have a point to prove from that draw they picked.
But Sunderland has not lost at home.
No, but we're at home.
Oh, yeah, you're at home.
We were beating them, then they scored.
They scored in the last minute. 2-2.
Yeah. So I think we'll beat them. Plus, they're also getting a bit of disorganization in that team. It's getting a little bit. There's a little bit of friction in the
yeah.
So I think we'll beat them.
After Sunderland, Brentford.
I'm gonna beat Brentford, bro.
But Brentford right now will be beaten by anybody. Because I've seen that the ship has begun to sink.
Yeah.
They've not won in like 3 games.
Yeah.
That guy with beards has also not been cooking. I think I even sold him in my FPL. Very stupid man. Sold me lost dreams.
So Brentford win. Leeds
so
win.
Now after Brentford, now that's where
I think we have
Spurs. If you guys have won those games, those 3 games, by then I'm sure the table will have changed properly in your favor, because Man City right now, I don't really trust those boys to bring in points like the way I used to trust them back in that day.
Yeah, they don't bring in points like they did, but they signed the guy who can harm these small teams.
Oh, Semenyo.
Semenyo can harm
Semenyo
these.
is, but I was critiquing the guy's move, but I saw he will work.
He harms these small teams.
He will
Like
work.
they push him in for these small team games.
Eh.
Like they're like, go and do your
He
thing.
will work. He will
That's
work.
a new Pep thing I've never seen. Like Pep usually signs a player and first takes him to like a classroom, those ends,
Hey,
teaches him the Guardiola
hey,
theoretics
hey.
and all those things. But Semenyo brought him in. He's like, bro, I need this boy in.
Mm.
We're failing
Straight.
to go past the small teams. This guy can harm them.
Can.
Push him in. And he delivered from
True.
the start. So he may come up against those small opponents and give them hard time. Yeah.
So your last 2 games in the 5. You have Spurs and
Chelsea. Chelsea is going to be tricky because I have Chelsea in midweek at my home. That's Carabao. Then
the second leg.
Second leg. And then what I realized about their coach, like, okay, I think by that time we'll have analyzed these tactics and stuff like that. But even in our normal football, if you play a guy at home today, and then you're supposed to come again and play him again, you're obviously not going to come the same. Like
True,
you're going to come for blood. So
True.
Chelsea's game will be a bit tight, but I think we'll come over it. Like we'll come past it.
Okay.
Yeah. So an Arsenal win as well in that Chelsea game.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Spurs, that one's a sure. I'm sure you're not even. I don't remember last time Arsenal beat Spurs.
Spurs beat Arsenal.
Spurs beat Arsenal.
It's been a while.
I don't remember.
But
last time I remember Harry Kane when he had a mask, that Kafane mask.
Yeah.
In like secondary, about what?
That's very true. Their win against us in the past couple of seasons has been hard to come by. They're like you guys. But when those records enter the Premier League talk, man, I remember that time when I think it was, which coach was that man? There was that Man U coach that was just breaking records of like the last beat this team last one against Man U in like 1900.
Hey.
This guy lost. Must have been more either Ten Hag or one of those. I think almost.
All I know is that all our coaches that have come through post Ferguson have been doing things. They've been doing wonders.
So now that's the thing with the Premier League. You put a record on table, and it's going to be broken. Manu's last win at the Emirates 8 years ago. Guys tabled it. And guys,
and now you see one thing I noticed: whenever social media begins to put those records on the line, on the line like
even
that,
the players behind their side,
sure, like, those guys begin praying. They're like, "Man, God help us, help us, help us.
We need to break this. We need to break this." So they also work on it in training. They're like, "Man, this is feed out."
So that's a possible washout for Arsenal in all those games. I think these are winnable games.
Yeah,
for Arsenal. The Chelsea one, I think, is the tricky one.
Yeah, that's
I think it's the tricky one.
Yeah, but I think we'll overcome.
But I also think it can, like I said, and I've been saying before, Arsenal's only problem by sometimes is one, Micheal Arteta. Because right now Arsenal has all the players.
Now,
even in that, you see, my reference is, there's a time when you guys were losing to Aston Villa, that game that made you guys go for the trophy.
Yeah.
There's like a switch that he made. You know how you have a winning team, like I was telling you about Carrick and a winning team?
Yeah.
It means these guys now know what to do.
They are solid.
Unless they get injured, they will continue giving you points. Now, as you're still there, Arteta is like, you know what? Let me first remove Odegaard, who is performing, and I bring Merino.
Yeah.
That's me. That's my only fear that I have for Arsenal, even as the title challenge continues. Because in all these games, he will try some thing.
Something new.
He will try some thing. Like now the Hinkapie thing on Man U.
Also, there was that draw against Nottingham.
Hey.
He rested guys thinking Nottingham was going to be
He brought Madueke. How does Madueke start? Okay, Saka's not been delivering, but Saka is more of a threat than Madueke.
You know, the way he messed up is he rested Saka thinking the Inter game was going to be tight in the midweek.
And the Inter was a wash.
Yeah, like, let's focus on the Premier League. In the Champions League, we're already through. Like,
True.
We're already in top 8. And he's like, we need to wash Inter. And he rests the boys for Nottingham. Nottingham tickles us. So it's like you said, it's going to be Arteta to get
the only
through.
problem that Arsenal has in these matches is Arteta. If Arteta gets his winning formula and he says, of course, aside from injuries, Because now, for me right now, like I said, if Odegaard and Eze think it's a work in progress. If somehow, I think, if Kai Havertz comes back in that team now, and either he plays with Jokers or Jokers comes off the bench for Havertz, or Gabriel Jesus, whichever, and it works, then I think
you shouldn't change it.
Then I think Arsenal has a point. It has proper questions to ask people.
Yeah.
But as long as we're still, I had one of those guys in the UK saying they bought Jokers as a magnet. That thing really did me badly. It did me badly. Because fine, he's a magnet, yes I know. Yeah. But for a player's confidence as well. He's not going to be saying, man, I helped create this goal.
Yeah, that's true.
He needs to score goals. And if they can help him, and he scores like 2 games in a row, believe me, you were in trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
We are in trouble. The league is in trouble.
If he gets that confidence, it's actually not going to be good for our opponents. It's actually not going to be good.
So I think that's the buzz that we've been having for you guys today. I think you've heard what Lucas said. If you guys want him to come back on set again, just send me those comments. I read those comments with all my life.
Let's come back to this at the end of the season 1.
So again, it's been nice. It's been real. Don't forget to share the videos. Don't forget to like
and subscribe.
And not forgetting Katrina FC, you guys.
See you guys later.
Very special records that you did last week. Very many people want you guys on set now to dissect. Shout out to Ribs. Calling out that prediction there.
Nah, I still call Ribs' prediction. I call dibs on it.
Yeah, but we'll see. But aside from that, guys, take our bet responsibly.
Bet responsibly.
Drink responsibly. Eat responsibly. Jenny, do everything responsibly. It's been nice. It's been real. We go again.
Salute.